Hey guys, this is Clearwater. I just wanted to do a video on the town and how you should be building it so you can get everything you need. The main building that you guys want to focus on is this inn right here. Once again, click on it. This inn needs to be upgraded before you can build any of the buildings and to upgrade them actually to the max. So as you can see from this, I need to build my inn to level 7 in order to upgrade it. And you want to balance out everything evenly. If you look over here to the left on the heart-shaped thing where it says 254,000, that's the information of your town. You can see on the left, or the building production, that I have 248 food, drink, and 254 game. So I have more game than the others for some reason. And if you look at my total SP per hour, it's over 15,000. And if you guys are just starting out, I think when I was around level 4 and I was only accumulating 8,000 per hour, so I've almost doubled that capacity, which is really, really nice. And in order to do that, again, you want to just build all your buildings and you want to max them out. Actually, I didn't do that because that's a game one, but you want to balance them out as evenly as possible. So once this inn finishes, I'm actually going to, well, I don't have access to the next one. I need a level 8 inn. But the first thing I'll be upgrading are the food and the drink production, so I can balance that out. And when you first start out, you won't have all this land. You'll only have one piece of land for one of these stronger buildings. The higher buildings, I'm sorry. The first thing you want to build, in my opinion, is a Tower of Strength. The Tower of Strength will give you attack up. You'll get 1% extra per upgrade, and attack is going to be the most important thing for everybody starting out because you can actually evade a lot of stuff. In fact, you can almost solo a boss, or you could solo a boss really, if you don't get hit and if you know all the mechanics. And so you don't need the HP, which is the Tower of Will right here. So the HP will not be as important. It's only going to be really important for Arena and Coliseum, and probably raids. The hero statue, this will increase the follower visit cycle or decrease the amount of time that they come through. And this is going to be the blimp that flies through the town every now and then. And when you click it, they'll have passengers on the rope, and once you click them, you'll be able to get some random SP amount. And that's what that's for. So the first thing you want to build is a Tower of Strength. The second thing you want to build, and this is up to you guys, you would either build the Tower of Will for HP or the hero statue, so that you can increase your SP production. I would actually probably recommend the Tower of Will because Coliseum and PvP will be more important than your SP production. It won't be as important in my opinion. The last thing you can build is a shop, and I actually bought it because I thought I could get some really cool stuff, but a lot of the things either cost gems or it costs a lot of SP. So I kind of wasted this, and I would recommend that you guys do not buy this until the very last slot that you can, once you get your inn to level 8 right here. And this is where you want to build your shop, because in the long run you'll be able to upgrade this and then get the level or increase the amount of items that are being sold, and you can start buying the things. But in the very beginning, if you're free to play like me, you will want to save up your gems to pull more characters or more weapons. And so you don't want to use the gems here because this is a hammer. Like I can farm a hammer if I really wanted. So it's not, this is, I wish I didn't build this. So I would recommend you guys also do not build the shop until the very end. But everything else you guys are free to build, because everything is cosmetics really. If we go to the constructions here, all these 1-stars have the same value of gold storage amount, gold production amount, and the only thing that's different will be the food production once you get a different star. But if you look at all these 1-stars, they have exact same things. So it's all aesthetic value for you guys. Once you get to the 2-star, the only thing that would change will be the food production. It increases by I think 5. I think the other one was 14. No, I guess so, that's 3. but the gold storage amount, the gold production amount are going to be the same. And then you'll eventually want to build the 3-star buildings, which will have the highest food production at 22. So that's a 5 increase to their food production. But if you can see the land I have available from my town, this is what I have left. And I think that's 8 more spots left open. But there's 3 3-star buildings, so that's 9 spots. So eventually, once I get to the level 10 end, because that's what it seems like I need for this last macaroon shop, I will have to destroy some buildings. And I think that's the best way to go about this, is to destroy your 1-star buildings and then just start over with your 3-star buildings. Unless you really like the aesthetic value of your 1-star building and you've already built it to the max level, then you can keep it. I don't think there's going to be that much of a big difference. You'll actually lose profit once you destroy that building and then rebuild at level 3, but then after a little while you'll catch back up and then you'll start producing more game, food, or drink for your heroes. And once you get high enough SP, you can eventually start buying the bigger things, which will be Livis here, and then this Libra. Actually, I think I forgot about this Sky Garden right here. You will need to upgrade the Sky Garden every time you upgrade your N, because the Sky Garden will increase your SP storage capacity. When I was upgrading this N to level 7, I needed 800,000 SP, and so I can only hold up 900,000, and I'm going to guess the next one will probably be a million, maybe a million point one. And so you'll always have to upgrade your Sky Garden tree once per N level, so that there's a 1-to-1 ratio for them. And then after that, again, you can start upgrading the other buildings. Livis is one of the strongest PvE units of the game. She's a fire unit, she's a melee unit, and she's really powerful. I have not bought her because I don't have her weapon and I do not have extra experience to give her, even if I were to buy her. So, and this costs $1 million. So when you start out, it'll probably take you a week to save up for the SP, which is a week that you would be behind on building your other buildings to increase your production value. So it would be kind of a waste, but not really, depending on if you are struggling with the story, or if she's just your waifu and you really want her, then you can save up for her. But I would recommend ignoring her, especially if you're doing okay with the story. I've actually beat the story. If you look here at the chapters, I'm in Nightmare chapter 5 and everything is 3-starred. Chapter 4, everything is 3-starred. I have 3-starred everything in the game, and my main team that I did it with was this one. It's a rainbow team. It's perfectly fine to have a rainbow team. It's got Earth, Light, Dark, and then another Earth. Actually, I had Alba, or Lorraine, for the time being until I got Alba, and then I replaced her because she has some Earth awakening boards that helps out my Tania. But it's perfectly okay to skip her because, again, the story is it's not easy, but it's doable without Livis, if that's how you pronounce her. The last thing is this thing right here, this mysterious vending machine. If you go to information, the destruction reward is Libera. This, I think, is way too overpriced for the item. It's a sword, it's a EX weapon specifically for your knight, but it costs 3.2 million, and this would take forever to save up for somebody who's starting out. And you can actually randomly craft it, which is actually what I did. If we look at my knight right here, I actually don't have the weapon because it's on Marine, I think. Yeah, there it is. This is the Libera. You can see down here, it's specifically for them because it says female, male knight only. For each enemy hit, summons a lightning with high chance to inflict an additional 10% of DPS damage. And I've actually fought somebody who had this in PvP and it did a lot of damage. I'm not joking. This is a really powerful sword, but for 3.2 SP, you can definitely hold off on it and easily use another character with a different EX weapon or something else. I think it's really just for showing off for the time being, especially because of how much it costs. And again, this said you can randomly craft it through the random evolution. Oops, not there. Hero details, and you like click on it. I should just clicked on enhance. I don't know why I did that. Random evolution over here at the end. This is where you can start creating random equipment from lower star material, and then you eventually can build up to the higher stars. And I actually crafted a lot of legendaries. Like a lot of these I crafted. I don't think I even pulled for any of these except maybe one or two. So the game's pretty nice on being able to craft things, and this is a craftable weapon that you do not need. And so this is definitely the last thing I would recommend everybody to buy. That's definitely the last thing you want to buy. Along with Livis, unless, as I said, you really want her. And I think that's about it. So again, the first thing you want to start focus on is building up your inn, or actually the buildings to match the inn level. So make sure all your buildings are the same level as your inn, and then you can level the Sky Garden whenever you need to increase the capacity so you can upgrade the inn. And as far as these statues go, you want to build the attack one. Second, you want to build either the HP one, which is what I would recommend, and then the hero statue for the follower cycle, and then lastly build the shop. And that would what I would recommend you guys to do, so you don't do the same mistake as I did. And I think this would be the fastest way for you guys to be able to build your town to the max. And if you guys have any questions or think I've left anything out, just let me know in the comments sections, and then I'll get back to you. Until then, take care.